At Pierson's Point, the cliffs tower 525 feet above the Hudson. Across the river from the Greystone neighborhood of Yonkers, New York, is this second location named Ruckman's Point. Here, a mile downriver from Pierson's Point, the water also lies 525 feet below. This New York City skyline seen here is more than 14 miles downstream. The Tappan Zee Bridge is another 6 miles upstream from here. That's a span greater than 20 miles visible from this vantage point in the sky. Like the word impale, the word palisade comes from the Latin word for a stake or spear, which is pallis. Palisade refers to wooden stakes or logs, assembled upright to form a fence wall, which these massive stone cliffs resemble. Habershaw Park on the Hudson is a tidal marsh in Yonkers, New York, constructed by Westchester County. nDurso drone's final stop is across the Hudson from the park, 2.5 miles downstream of Ruckman's Point, about even with Hillside Avenue and Alpine. Below the 400-foot-high cliffs here, Henry Hudson Drive loops with Hudson Drive toward the boat basin.
An aside for fellow pilots. Any Before You Fly Up will show that this location is almost 2 miles inside the FAA restricted Class B airspace of the Hudson River and East River exclusion, which is bounded by the river shores. So you must remain over land while flying in this location. Also, by the way, the Palisades are within a New Jersey state park in which operation of UAVs is prohibited.
A 250 million years ago, the single supercontinent called Pangaea was drifting apart. Today's 7 continents became recognizable during the Jurassic Age of the dinosaurs 100 million years later. Earth's crust was thinning and cracking, and the molten magma beneath seeped up into cracks, some of which extended to the surface to erupt as volcanoes. But around future New Jersey, horizontal cracks and layers of the crust didn't open all the way to the surface, and instead, molten magma within them cooled and hardened into a subsurface layer of igneous rock called diabase. It's colored black in this side view of the Earth, sliced into Interstate 80 in New Jersey, approaching the Hudson River on the right-hand side. Millions of years ago, these layers were far below the surface, but eventually were forced upwards. Then, Erosion removed softer rock that covered the edge of the black layer, exposing the layer's edge as the Palisade cliffs. Why is this black layer's edge made of recognizable columns? The molten magma that intruded into the cracks cooled and shrunk as it hardened, so cracks formed within it, just as they do in a drying layer of mud, making a pattern of columns that are roughly shaped like hexagons. For more, search for NPS columnar jointing.